Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be playing in the Skoda T56. I told you guys that I bought this one recently and I was going to be playing in it. You can see it's brand new. I haven't even done a battle in it, as you can see by no camo, provisions, equipment, any of that. So I'll kind of walk you guys through what I like to run as equipment and provisions, and that's going to be very different than maybe what some other people would like. But it's just what I personally would run, and then we'll jump into a first couple battles and get a first little look here. In the future, I will be doing playing until I get an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in this tank, but today we're just going to be doing a little review and just wetting our feet a little bit. Alright, so starting off with the easy thing, we'll go ahead and get a camo on this. I'm really not too picky. I got a camo here at the bottom that's free. I don't have to pay for. I got two actually. I'm gonna go with this one. This is the one that I have on just about everything. It's not the coolest looking camouflage, but it works for now. As long as we get that concealment on there, it's worth it. So we'll go ahead and get a good one maybe some other time. But start with that. There's that. Boom. Next thing, we're gonna go consumables. What do I run in consumables? Number one, you gotta have the multi-purpose restoration pack. That's number one. Number two, I don't care for the engine boost. It's really not that essential in my opinion. You gotta have a repair kit. In my opinion, you gotta have both. This way, if your crew gets hit, you can go ahead and heal them, or if you get set on fire, you can do that with the multi-purpose restoration pack. And then if you get a track damage or any tank damage, really, you use the repair kit. And that's a really good way to do it, in my opinion, because what's most likely, this one can do everything. The multi-purpose can do everything. And what's most likely to happen again? A fire, a crew member dying, or some module breaking. Module for sure. So you want to run another repair kit so you don't get caught up a creek without a paddle. And for number three, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the adrenaline. It's one of my favorite power-ups. Just being able to reduce your loading speed, and then just doing more damage per minute. Really, it's very important and can be good if you're in a situation where you got too many tanks around to shoot at that you don't know what to do with. You know what I mean? You can speed up your reload, get a little more DPM out there. That's what I like to run as far as consumables. Provisions. Number one, and every country's is a little bit different, but number one, you're gonna go with whatever the food is that increases the performance of everything. Number one, that's huge. You gotta have that. Now in this case, where you can improve or add more tank HP, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. 6%, that's 108 hit points. I'm gonna run that. And then for my third slot, I kind of go back and forth. So the improved gear oil, the improved fuel, yeah, that's useful stuff, but I'm usually more concerned about tank performance. So, and HP is huge. I mean, at the end of the day, you last longer in the battle if you have more HP. Right here, this other hit point booster is a 54 hit points. Now, how often is that going to save me? Not a whole lot, but every once in a while, it might. I might be below 54 HP, and if I had this, I would still be alive. If I didn't, I'd be dead. And that can turn the tide of a battle, so it's very important. But so is improving the tank performance even further. You know, we get 3 more meters of view range, better damage per minute, due to loading time, better aiming, turn rate, everything. So I think all around, you always go with the 10% food. Then I'm gonna go with the 6% sandbag armor, and then I think anyone could go. You could make an argument for either the other sandbag armor or the other food. I am gonna personally go ahead with the other food, just to boost those stats even further. The last thing is the equipment. And this is one of the more controversial things. People get into arguments about what they prefer, what they don't. First off, right here, gun rammer or calibrated shells. I've heard good arguments for both of them. I am a big DPM person. If I can up my DPM, I almost always do it. But I can understand and appreciate why you would run calibrated shells. In a tank like this, where we don't have HESH, I lean more towards the gun rammer and going with a higher DPM. Now, if you have HESH, I absolutely 100% calibrated shells. If you can get a better penetration on your HESH shells, 100% that's the way to do it. Vitality, so you can go improved modules or decrease the enemy's chance of doing damage to the modules. I generally like to go with improved modules. On my heavy tanks, improved optics versus camouflage net, going to improved optics. Gotta have better view range. I'm not going to be camping in the back. Camouflage net doesn't do me much good. Gun laying drive, better aiming speed. And it's not improving the aiming speed itself, but it's just reducing the amount of dispersion when you move, so that when you stop moving, it does aim in faster. But it's not just improving aiming speed, it's actually just reducing dispersion, which in turn increases aiming speed. Or supercharger. This one, again, I'm not camping in the back. I'm going to go ahead and stick with the gun laying drive. I'm up in front. Armor, HP, like I said earlier, HP is king. This tank's already got pretty good armor. HP is more important than that. Engine accelerator, get better mobility that way. Vertical stabilizer or dispersion at 100. Again, not camping in the back. Vertical stabilizer. We're going to go with the toolbox. And then we're going to go with the reduced cooldown speed. So that's what I run, or am going to run in this tank. This is my general, what I would run in most heavy tanks. Sorry if talking about all that was a little bit lengthy, but we're going to go ahead and get into the first battle and see how this thing performs and see how we like it. Alright, jumping into the first battle here. We got a pretty, maybe tough matchup. You know, we're the only heavy tank here. We'll have some tank destroyers as support, or at least one. So it's going to be 1v1 as far as the tanks, or the heavy tanks go. I'm going to go ahead and play it the far route here. Oh my goodness. Tell me you don't play this map much without telling me you don't play this map much. Went ahead, drove right into that building. Anyways, back to what I was saying. We're going to go ahead, move this way with the WZ. Get this base captured. I'll help him capture that. There's our other enemy heavy tank. Wait for the load in. Oh, shoot. So, obviously long range accuracy is not the strong suit of this guy, and it's not the goal of it either. Alright, I don't know why we're playing so aggressive there, WZ. Sneak one in his rear. I'm gonna go ahead and try and flank out. I mean, the WZ's already pushing, so play aggressive, we play aggressive. Go all in. I love the alpha damage on this thing. One shot for me. 10. There we go. Got a kill, 1200 damage. Medium and a tank destroyer out that way. And we'll see what we run into out this way. So, what am I learning so far? One, long reload. But you got a heavily armored, high alpha, heavy tank. You know, you can't expect a fast reload. So, not crazy about the reload. I'm personally more of a faster reload, lower alpha. Within reason, of course. Not going to be like the Centurion there where you're doing really low and really cranking out the shots. Not crazy about that, but a 15-second reload's a bit long for me. I would say I would put 10 at my cap, and whatever the alpha's got to be to make that doable, got to do it. Tried to sneak one in there. There again, on the move, a little bit of distance away. You guys saw with the stuff that I was putting on this thing, you know, that's not the goal of this vehicle, and I'm certainly not helping myself with any consumables or equipment. So that's a pretty good first battle. I mean, we didn't do a whole lot. I can't say we contributed a whole lot, but we got a win. And a win, first battle, is always a good sign. So let's jump into some more battles, see if we can be a more contributing player to the game. Here's battle number 3. We're going to go ahead and play the town. We're going to side scrape. We'll see how this thing does in side scraping setting. I think it would be okay. But its whole armor is not anything to write home about. So I could see it maybe not holding up very well against on side scraping as maybe others would. This guy's gonna let us go ahead and sneak a shot in right away. Don't mind if I do. Take that pretty chunky alpha damage right out of him. So he's right there. I'm not crazy about him being right there. There we go. Let him bounce. Can't really do damage to him here. Dang it. Tried to hit him with the HE. CC's gonna take care of him though. Make quick work of him. Let's see it. There's the J Panther too. Go ahead and do some damage. Again, CC's. Oh, maybe got him. Maybe not. Here comes the IS-5 to the rescue. Speed up the reload here. Right from behind. Go ahead. Smoked by the SDP. Battle number 3. Probably be the last battle of the video, so let's go ahead and make it a good one. Pretty good matchup here. We're tier 8s against some tier 7s, so should hopefully be able to enforce my will a little bit on these other players. I'm going to go ahead and play the down, try and use terrain to my advantage if I can. Granted, I'm going to be over this hill, but I'm going to go ahead and try and get down in this little gully right in here and use the terrain to cover my hull. So I can just peek up just like this. It worked out well, but just wasn't ready to take a shot. Gotta play to the strength of your tank, so when you got a good armor on your turret and you can cover your hull, that's a pretty dang good spot to be in. So tried to sneak that one in there. The other team's that way, so we gotta make a move here fairly quick. I do like putting pressure on that base by the TS5. I think that's a good play. I might honestly go help them. I don't know if I've ever won a game capturing the base out while the enemy team is still very alive, so I'm gonna go ahead and get in here with the TS5. Go ahead and keep using this to cover my hull. Doing okay. I was really hoping we were going to be able to cap that out. I really thought we had a chance there, but unfortunately we're not able to, and that's just fine. Can't expect that to happen, but let's go ahead and play him that way. This bat chat is kind of scaring me. Oh, there he is. Shoot. Showed the air behind him some love. sitting here. I'm not really trying to capture the base. I'm just kind of in a spot where I think it's best to sit. But we are getting some pretty good base capture points, so it's going to force them to come around here. I'll speed up the reload here. Please hit him one more time, man. Perfect. And you're gonna get shot from behind, but we tried. Oh, so am I. I'm cooked. Tank destroyer out back that way. There he is. He's got to reload. So now you're my biggest worry. Oh my God, you got me. Well, it wasn't a great battle. I think we made our presence known, but not so much in the damage. This tank, I have heard such good things about it, and I can absolutely see where it would be good. If you can get into a hull down situation, peek over, high alpha, close quarters, you got support to distract the other team while you're reloading. This tank could be an amazing team tank. I can absolutely see that. But I think there are better tier 8 heavy tanks, hands like easily. Even in like the standard tech tree, you know, the American tier 8 heavy, the T32. You know, I would rather take the T32. I think, just in any given battle. But that's not to say that it's a bad tank. I am just inexperienced with this tank, so take it all with a grain of salt, because I have not learned how to play this tank well, so I didn't get some crazy great games, and that's because I don't know how to play it right. So I'm gonna keep playing it, and eventually, hopefully, I'll start getting good with it. But so far, right away, first impressions, I am not crazy about it. I don't think it's going to live up to the hype that surrounds it. But I'm going to keep playing in it. I'm going to get better with it. We'll go from there. Thank you guys for watching. Be on the lookout. I will be trying to do a mastery badge in this tank. Other future videos coming out. I'll do a review on the Lowy. Still haven't equipped that one yet. And I'll do a first impressions video on that. Working on redoing the Ace Tanker challenge in the CS52 LIS. Working on it in the Nemesis and the TL7120. There will be a Ace Tanker Mastery badge. That's also in the works as well. So be on the lookout for those videos. If you have any other tanks you want to see me do Ace Tanker Mastery badge challenge in, you want to see me go ahead and play with it and see, you know, first impressions or any other style of videos, any recommendations, go ahead and let me know. Throw it in the comments. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.